That's how he quoted him. UD said to him, is empty. Now he said that. And he said that before. But we're on the front of year has been farmer. But I'm doing on it. People died as a result of protests where I bullet shot. Remember? Arsenal? Okay. They have died. Please stop. Take it anymore. Just I don't think I pay through. Oh no, you're doing it, and that's it. 15,000. One of the family members now. I'm talking. Samuel had said, "What about the rural areas? Oh, I don't think that the rural people, they don't all meet suicide. Oh, like 2 weeks to come over yesterday. The reality sometimes can be confusing. Now, me supporting you by intending to right now, your life is worse than that. But that is a nascent point. I guess these are the things that I'm saying. So they're only out back into office. What he is concerned about how little boy surviving, the one who lost parents due to accident, uncles have abandoned him and taken away everything seemed to be a passion of the parents, claiming too young to understand the meaning of it. His route has been living with friends. I'm giving you a typical now, and then living with friends, the ones that you might want, the good families, home friends. Some point they got till, you know what, predictions and INEC deliberately or not deliberately. So now he's back the street. He's got to stop. Now he mingles those in Chinese Andre. There's one the one calling Fatty, showing the way to survive in boats. And at that point, every form is being on. The opportunity seems right. Speaking up arms, anger of what the name a child follows him through, and he says, you know, I don't care more. Survival instinct. Graduates from there, they tell him, oh yeah, there is another opening. Let's go and run the banditry and kidnapping. Oh, he joins the bandits, the kidnappers, who are terrorists, by the way. How it transcends. It keeps going. It keeps going until one day he is also shot dead. And that life that would have been rescued if the right policies were there. And even if the right policies are there, thanks to the Tinubu administration, we have loads and loads of policies that are there in print. The question is it really leading to success stories in implementation through the systems and the structures in terms of transparency, accountability? Is it really? So these are many more is what we're looking into. And of course, public confidence comes at the very high risk. Early campaigns, they say, not my words again, can erode public confidence in the electoral system and fuel cynicism about the rule of law. So INEC is just coming to the realization of this right now. Now, we have our guest, who is in the person of Comrade Gerald Okachi. Now, he is a human rights activist. He is a public affairs commentator. He is a social analyst and conflict resolution expert. Comrade Gerald, good morning to you.
Yes, a very good morning to you, Brother Dan, right, and to beautiful, wonderful listeners on the same radio station in FCT. Right. Thank you for.
Well, I'm just going to lay down and put out there one very question that is on the minds of many Nigerians, and this warning will be that one that would allow for time to tell brothers and sisters on this family, on. So this are indeed evolving around concerns now. So working with the say, oh, what we are going to is we're concerned over early pain, and it's kind of the new leadership. The African Council finally, though, even recognized, which in that president's recall that INEC been working strengthening processes to ensure credibility and credible elections. You should also know that this is a conspiracy theory that has been gathered from most of the lost electoral system, because they believe it has been hard. He has been voting. We still haven't seen that. I will say, really, we don't have the technology. Maybe you agree. Maybe you agree. Maybe you. I mean, take it up and down. Recently, discovered AI fraud when it comes to practice. They call it technology practice. Technology that we've been embracing. Now we are starting to embrace. We want to embrace. We're still having AI fraud, right? Now, according to INEC chairman, who is there now, he says this early offer disguised as a priest or philanthropy and done through various means. And build social media physical guide once refine regulatory framework, to refine regulatory work to clearly the premature campaign. Meanwhile, I was off right. Okay. Now, the pertinent question will be: what are the intentions? Is it now that INEC is opening? It would be have proofs to attest the early campaigning. Have to look into their laws again. We want to refine it, the regulatory framework to define premature or early campaigning. What are your thoughts?
Well, is here they're discussing about our electoral umpire and which electors of voters have seen as a good dog that always and what I say so. We are discussing about that. Try to play the gallery, take a look at the working to make it look, people will have to trust and believe what they are doing. Electoral offenders in Nigeria by the election of 20 amendment, which has empowered INEC to enforce the security agencies. There are acts in a bite authorities to the empire, to ensure things that are related to electoral offences first and be implemented and worked upon. So far, I've seen numerous electoral offences ranging from state to not. Example, a breach of secret vote that captured that electoral extension makes it criminal offense and take an elect or a voter to imprisonment of 100,000 if one can vote and is to show it. This particular many go out of late in the 2023 2019. Our immediate past president was after casting his vote, he showed it. Senate Ojo from Abia State, and many others can mention them 15 here. If you search or find you, they can cast their vote and make survive with regards to that kind of offenses. Act for obtaining before lifting of a ban or continue beyond the deadlines. It captured in 92, 92 to the letter, and the fine hearing about 500,000 to 1. That is, I think that 100,000 for individuals and 1 million parties. You offer and the voting captures 1 to 1. Yes, it makes a criminal that you bring for up to or fine of 100,000 or both. You also have issues of impersonation, double voting. In recent times, I have seen even in the local election done by the state dependent electoral commission, because they claim to be independent, but obviously they are dependent. Where one person will carry ballot paper and be thumping, you see it on video circulating. One person will carry ballot paper and be thumping and thumping and thumping. And what have we done? It's captured in section 117 of the Electoral Act, and it also carries 12 months imprisonment and option of 100,000 or both. You talk about disorderly conduct at the polling unit, offenses that create disturbance, preventing others from voting or campaigning at polling units. It is captured in 126, section 126 of the Electoral Act, and they carry the same fine of 500,000 and 12 months imprisonment and both. We have seen it in the last general election of 2023. We saw on video a local government chairman in Kogi State destroying ballot papers because the electorate did not vote to his own choice. So, if all of this, even the domestic observers, which my organization belongs to, and even international observers have in their reports presented some of these facts to the electoral umpire, what have they done? If you are moving from here, as if you are going to Maraba, Nasarawa State, you will see a lot of campaign materials for people that are vying for governorship of that state for 2027. You are moving from here to Lugu, as if you are going to airport, you will see a lot of billboards of the president. Endorsement 27. What have the electoral empire done with it? Because those who sponsor these bills will put their name under the billboards. What have they done? You see, we are good with psychophants, the hypocrites. You know, we beat in the bush and come out to the road and ask who is beating. That is what the current INEC is doing. You can't come out and be telling us that people are campaigning when you have not lifted ban and you have not make any effort that will portray you to be impartial, that will portray you to be, to have integrity, that will restore confidence and trust in you. It's supposed to be that we are seeing maybe INEC coming up with a press statement or effort that we have due to disturbing campaign materials we are seeing streets of Abuja or around Nigeria. we have been able to send petition to maybe Nigerian police force or Nigerian civil defense or whatever have you, or prepare direct criminal complaint to the courts directly to a so party, so individual with regards to this. Let them come and declare. For example, the campaign material that carries president, you start with the head. Prepare direct criminal charges. Yes, he has immunity against his party. Let him come and debunk that I'm not aware of this. I don't support this. If you are in love with me, with my work, please stop or wait until when the electoral umpire leaves band. You don't come to the public and begin to tell us these rhetorics that we have known them for or known Nigerian system for. Honestly, it does not even project them to. We need to start seeing action. That action we, put in check. That action we caution those who will want to emulate. Go to our events all over the country today. Any events you go to, you see politicians coming one way or the other, directly or indirectly, making campaigns. And of course, it causes distraction to governance. It creates unhealthy politicking and tensions. It creates rivalry, hatred. It destroys our system. All it negates is negative things. It doesn't tell good for our system. I don't know how we continue to carry mediocres and incompetent people for so long that have continued to destroy our system and continue to project us in a bad light to international community. We can't have beautiful laws and we cannot enforce it. It's uncalled for.
Comrade,
so, electoral umpire should, as a matter of fact, not come into the public and be telling us these rhetorics. We need to hear reports that so party is being petition court or is being carried out to court. If you go to police, they will dilly-dally you because maybe they may be met with the ruling party. Or if you go to civil defense, maybe you may not really go straight to the courts. We know that our courts of today, majority of Nigerians don't have confidence in it. But make it look, let the people, let the Nigerian masses know that the transparency, accountability.
Is that
know that you have gone to court with maybe one, two, three party. And maybe struggles with laws. The people will support you by so we see not same time when you are doing another thing.
But that's what they are doing. You say the president cannot say he's aware. But I want to put it to you that the president tours in Europe for the benefit of Nigeria as a country every now and then. How can you get FDR century? I mean, we cannot and stand alone. We really do that when we belong to certain international right that dictate things. That aside, you also think that's more crucial. I'm talking these. How can the economy, of course, which he is very doing with putting reforms here and there about the economy. We've seen some gas. We've seen some growth. Is it trickling down? Maybe not exactly, but at least something is being done. INEC is doing that too now. Saying, okay, maybe we were being before. Maybe it's also you know, it is one of them. But we are up with an eye, and we want to ensure such campaigns will meet the polity. Stop. And we should give them kudos, don't you?
Let's be honest. There's no way you put truth in your time. Try to exonerate ruling class, especially the president, out of this. Does not in any way in honest. You know, when fish wants to get rotten, it starts from the head. It's this you keep the impression that you direct is where we implement. It takes the whole time for you to just in 1 minute or 2 minutes that I don't like what I'm saying. It can strong on whatever you are doing. Stop you from hiding as he has always lied. You understand? So that kind of such excuse because busy. If a battle with issue mistake, what this is a lot of tendency until the end of your tenure. Let's call a spade a spade. I'm talking about waking up from to a former president. Look, a Belgian somebody is pretending to be asleep. Under this, so Mahmoud Yakub, you know, one cannot easily and so Kofi with his top with regards to his predecessor has a better ranking. Come in terms of integrity, confident Nigerian masses. The presidency, those ones that have violated the acts of 2023, how far have you gone global getting to book? It was the same man that told us that former Kogi State had two PVC or meant to have two, couldn't prosecute that offense because he has the meaning as at the time there is such issue. Now that is no longer governor, what have they done? Because we are in a country that is quick and good as sweeps under the carpet. Because we are in a system that quickly, you know, got developing, it was happening. They cannot give materials flying, extraction. No! We have a law that offense. We have a law that prohibits it with. That is the only way you can get things back in. Coming out to raise the lamb. No, you can raise the lamb to inflict, not change. When you begin to implement the full law, that's the only way. You cannot be advocating for better for the electoral umpire when they what they have, they are implementing it. We should be seeing them implementing it and lacuna in the implementation. See, we are amended. We need to see INEC, especially the leadership and their legal department, begin to act out of political parties that their logo being seen in those campaigns, them and this time the voter that will be to couple. Not coming publicly
comrade, just take the thoughts and just to some of your family members' messages via the WhatsApp. The right you asked to the call through and as good a point as you call through the guests see how many and take and thought 09 070. I'm giving it you again. 09 0753 00 number. Usually 2. Oh, one more time. 0907 3304. What be your take on the discussion? As I said, to network agencies that come with it, it's best to put your calls through. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. My name is Smith. I'm calling you from
Mr. Mike, welcome aboard, my brother. Let's get into it.
Yes, I'm the listening program for some time. Just let me do.
Awesome, thank you.
It's not working. Election INEC working. Election in Nigeria. The next person you are winning election in Nigeria. That's the problem in Nigeria is today is any president. Like my contribution, INEC is not working.
Let me ask you there. Hello? Okay, keep the calls coming. We'll take more, 3 more, and then final thoughts and call it a close. Number is 0907 353 004, right? 097 353 04. Keep it simple. Go straight to the point.
No.
Good to you, please. Awesome. You and D, let's get him ready with thoughts.
Yeah, you
appreciate it. Awesome.
But yeah, you know, our
All right,
I want
thank
to
you.
say happy Thursday.
Okay, appreciate it.
I will have to come through on this part. But I get my brother said I'm along. We need to do that to those restrictions. Any they do. So I just want to use this opportunity to call and say we have hope. There's hope. Thank you and God bless you.
And I appreciate that one from you, sir, as well. They're too biased, right? Just playing to the gallery. But hey, do you not think INEC, at least the fact that they've out here and they are not doing alone? They're saying, okay, maybe we've made a mistake. Right now, we want to work with Nigeria police and see that campaigns that are going on. We will people out there, arrest them, use the law, work on our laws so that we are able to indeed capture all of these angles. We don't stop it. Overheat stability. Well, that call we lost. Quickly, okay, with this call, seeing. Hello, good.
Hello, morning. And good morning. Yes.
Undu.
It's a random morning.
Yeah.
Yes. It's also a line talk with him. Not other. See, some people have engaged in campaign earlier than when it is supposed to be out. And you have a lot of groups like the graph support for Ahmed. They have built this after our bridge. So they can be part of that. Grass support for 2027. It's for campaign. The billboards are everywhere. His poster and the wife is there. And again, INEC is just thing. Can make his own laws and still float it. The last election, what INEC, it was no one. They tried on to their own rules where you go to unacceptable. We don't have of any challenge man that will force his exam to the person to transmit his life. And by the announcing result, you night, they put two satisfied to. And we are appealing to announcing online in the middle of the night is unacceptable. We are doing the other countries and now result in but now result when this is unacceptable. And lastly, something should be done about local government local government election when this is unacceptable. Thank you.
There can be telling us the problem with INEC as well as giving us what he believes could be the solution. But let's also bring some examples of the Rent Electoral Act, Section 91(1) of the Electoral Act 2022 debate remaining early than 150 days for polling dates that campaigns and 24-hour open day. 74th of the election 2022 the such bit mild amount of conviction and political party or person acting on its behalf who engages in campaigns before polling day. So laws enough. This issue is challenges for the electoral laws not very clearly stated or what constitutes premature or digital age. I don't know. This is why I say people work with the police and consolidate on whatever it is that they have to see anything at least before 2020. There is 1 year between 20 and 25. Where is it enough to faith and gain Nigerian masses for an electric big one, which the world of course tend to see? Will go. Well, let me, comrade, maybe final thoughts in what it's. I know you prefer solutions, but let's add a bit called it close already.
Dan, I think just like I said, the best we can get in our electoral system is to big work on the already have. Not all these issues, crucial warning, playing to the gallery that we see. Let's on the INEC carry to the electoral of they will see it will signal that the mean business, not just try to visualize a group, but then is the leadership dead?
Yeah.
Selections when political parties make these choices, especially INEC chairman, we decide when completely met is locating things. It's not only ADC. We have 4 to 5 political parties that are in battle with the issues of leadership. Experience with ADC, the former Senator David Mark, is a play happen with movement national Diamude step down for Chief Edozie Njoko. The dates have not okay. Even when they have just like ADC had, I can do 3-4 examples of political parties. It becomes a civil perhaps we recognize it because of the heavyweight setting. Because now we don't face the national champion we call a convert another person and recognize such. When you order, INEC is refusing to recognize such. What are we? If not a correct of INEC speaking, she look into it because it continuous role was to destroy small forms of the children are had. We need them parents in their conduct. Raising them of campaign. We need them carrying out action. Such actions will curtail, those who are trying to indulge in such because to become this. Right. If we don't take care today, others may indulge in it and begin to make reference. Also, such a thing happened to him. He did not do anything difference with Rosie and ADC. Mm-hmm. So, to see this bias, have today should have irrespective of your life, irrespective of who you know, of your connection. And that is prayer of Nigeria. That we get to the point, son of nobody gets there without knowing anybody. It should be very competent and a very on ground sentiment, as we have seen. That is what I can do. That let the election part of it begin to work with what we have. Because we have beautiful laws. Let us begin to what we have. By working with it will solve the lacunas. So the as well men. If we have lost the challenges, those that are spending more than million to come to 500,000 or 1, the case may be assigned in extra. But if they go to court, if no carry a came from what books everybody will sit up. But we are trying to direct foreign with confidence and not saying today.
Okay.
Thank you.
Please, thank you. Until you leave, I should please suggest right on here. All the way from Kujau says, standing on existing protocols. Please, is it as woken from number and is seeing what teachings of the APC members? They started long with posters of even a print all over the place, and what have they done? Who will now punish the president, I think, and his party? I beg, the INEC should allow us hereward until they stop playing the hit and hide games they are playing with the ruling party. I will never, he says, trust the INEC at all. Is the electoral laws meant for other parties and not for the ruling party? Some question he asks now. And this one here is coming from Joseph all the way from Jahi. Good morning, Eagles FM, he says. INEC is INEC. INEC is the voice of Jacob, but the hand of Esau. Okay, I see that. Joseph, thank you for that. Very deep. But anyways, I see you, James. I think the internet got restored, so yeah, that's why I'm taking these now. I see James from Suleja now. James is quite a long read now. Starting on existing protocols and sending regards to you, Comrade Gerald. He says, this is James from Suleja. Make I no lie. It is really becoming nauseating, discussing about these things when we know it's just talk, as these people know exactly what they are doing. The government controls the security infrastructure, electioneering infrastructure, and judicial infrastructure. And we somehow expect them to do the right things. We started seeing the president's re-election posters right from airport down to Wuse and most areas in Abuja since last year. We do not have a problem with laws, but rather we have a problem implementing what we already have. INEC deceived Nigerians with a gray area of election results, transmission, and even voting itself. Has that been cleared up until today? Voting goes on with and without BVAS during elections. We all see of child voting from usual culprits. In fact, in one particular incident in Kano, we saw a police commissioner defend and make excuses for children voting. Let's just stop wasting our time and deceiving others or ourselves. Guess where the Electoral Act and reforms discussions are being held? Government houses, he says. Okay. Well, Comrade Gerald, I mean, there's a lot.
Addendum.
This, yeah.
You know, Dan, honestly, one of our family members, carefully captured it using biblical quotation of a voice of Jacob and the hand of Esau. Right. I mean, a voice of Esau and the hand of Jacob. That is exactly what we have with current leadership of INEC. Among all the rank and file in INEC, you will see excellent individuals. You understand? But what I'm seeing today, honestly speaking, go and mark it. We are thinking towards what we will not be able to contain, both the political leaders and those that are protecting them. You see what is happening in Nepal. You understand? We are the youth on the streets and resisting bad governance, bribery, corruption, and what have you. As of today, what we are facing is issue of divide and rule. You can't tell me that you have an electoral umpire that will come and say one thing and do another thing. I use a case of ADC and the NRC. Go and do research on it. Okay. You will see that exactly what happened in ADC is what happened in NRC.
Okay, Comrade, time will not allow me now.
Yes, but then I just want to say, for those that are listening to us, let us call those electoral umpires to order. Begin to gain some of hope, because we start from them, not even from those governing us. Thank you for having me.
All right, Gerald, right thoughts, and of course, put it out clearly. Thought line being influenced by 0.2.3 FM. It's Udwa Daniel, and it is indeed a lofty ambition, but we are looking to see all us right now and the station together and see that all of these who are campaigning using the law and in fact on ground to book. Let's see how that goes. And hoping against hope, keeping my fingers crossed now. I mean, a stake that this will yield some gains.